Welcome to the Alaska, Santa Fe, and Pacific's Model Railroad. I only did a little bit today. I did this little bit of hillside with the plaster and gauze structure. I'll probably plaster it and get it textured tomorrow. Okay, this is 30 minute hot mud. You can use 20 if you want, but I think this was 20 or 30, I can't remember now. But you just mix it up. You can see the consistency, kind of a little thicker than mayonnaise maybe. Just mix it up real good. And then once you get it on, you can brush it on with a little brush. I just wipe it off. You can see how it's kind of thick, how thick it is. So, sorry if the volume was a little low. I just was recording. Okay, now you take that mixture that we mixed with plaster, which you can see here, and this little brush, and you just start brushing it in to the plaster gauze down here. Spread it out nice and smooth. And as you work it, this stuff will stiffen up, so if you want a coarser texture, you go ahead and let it clump up a little bit more. But this area is just going to be grassland, so I just want a smooth surface. Take out most of the junk. And just cover up the gauze. Seal it to wherever you want it. It feels pretty good when you need it to close up a void or crack somewhere that you don't want. Just let it stiffen up in there. But you can see I'm just smearing it in. Nothing fancy. Just getting it on here. Get the plaster gauze to have a little bit more base under it. And as, of course, as the water pulls out of this stuff, it's a plaster based junk, it starts to stiffen up, so you have a little bit of working time, but not a whole lot. Like I said, you can use sheetrock hot mud, works just as good. And if you're slow at working with it, you can buy the different set times. I think they have a 15 minute and a 10 minute and 20 minute, 40 minute. So you got lots of working time if you want to use the hot muds. And I just happened to grab a plaster of Paris bag this time around, which works just as good. A little stiffer, a little harder, because it's straight plaster of Paris, not mixed with gypsum. Anyway, you just keep spreading it around until you get it used up, and then you'll make another batch till you get all your areas done that you want done. You can put it on a little heavier on the open gauze spots so you don't have gauze bleeding through, especially when I start doing the rock texture. Just gotta work it in. You let it sit too long, it'll stiffen up on you and leave a glump and a clump, and you can come back and go over it, but you can see how it's already starting to get a little thicker on you. And it's okay to be random, because nature is random. It's got to be all perfect. can see how if you just kind of slop it on there and don't rub it too much, it'll leave a nice coarse texture. And it gets coarser as you go down. If you really want it coarse, just let it get stiff and put it on kind of dry, sort of. I try not to let it dry out too much while I'm working with it. Trying to fill in a little bit back in there. This will all get covered with ballast on the edges. And most of this is going to get painted instead of rock textured. So, my ties a little bit there. Anyway, you get the idea. Just keep the plaster up in the consistency I showed you, and just spread it around. And if you want it nice and smooth, you keep brushing. If you want it real coarse and bumpy, you just let it stay bumpy. I'll show you a little bit down here because I'm going to do some on the next batch of this stuff. But you get the idea, I think. Just keep lobbing it in. Fill your holes. And see how if I leave it kind of rough, it'll stiffen up like that. Look more like a rock face. I think that's just about it. One last little glob out of the bucket. There you go. It's got that much done out of half a bucket of this. Okay, all I need to do is glue this ballast down on this side of the track. And I got to paint the white there, but that's going to be the playground for the kids, the white gravel.